What up, fam? Welcome to Sports Chatter Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. C. Back with me is Magic Mike and Donnie G. It's good. What's going on, boys?
What's going on?
What's going on?
So you don't have to look down at the mic. Just talk. Oh man, it's good to be back. It's good to see you guys. Wish it was sooner, but life happens. Vacations and shit. Got a full slate of sports news though. Talk some football, basketball, some hockey. Bruins currently down 3-1 with 5:20 in the second period left. What do you think, Big Mike? If they got to score at least one more in the second period for this to be a game?
They're not going to score.
Way to be positive, man. Love the positivity.
Our general manager is so awesome at drafting. They're not going to score.
I like the ballsiness though with some of these the trade deadlines and stuff, but.
Yeah, because he's making up for his sucky drafting.
Yeah, true. That's why he's trading all of our picks. He's like, fuck those picks. He's going LA Rams style. But let's kick it off with the NFL. So the NFL draft is over. Big D, you weren't with us for that one, were you? That was a long night. Recapping it though, so looking at it now, a couple weeks after that, who would you say some of the biggest winners and losers are? So who won the draft, who lost the draft in your opinion?
I'd say one of the winners would be the Jets.
Yeah.
The Jets actually did pretty good.
I feel like the Jets have actually done really good the last couple of years.
And I don't know what it is, but it doesn't matter who is in charge of that team, but the Ravens always have a good draft. Doesn't matter if it's Ozzie Newsome or this new guy is like... I know a lot of it has to do with luck. The players fall into them, but... Jesus Christ, the freaking Ravens get Kyle Hamilton? Really?
Yeah, it was definitely one of those steals of the draft. What about you, Big D? Who won the draft for you?
I would say I think it was probably the Jets and the Lions.
Okay.
I think the Lions and the Jets, yeah.
Still a man of few words. I love it.
Yeah, because that new wide receiver there for the Lions was so thrilled at the press conference.
Listen, I was just going to say, I was just surprised that Don didn't say the Packers. The Packers won it.
No, I was disappointed with the draft.
Yeah, me too. So my winner was actually the Detroit Lions. So I love, obviously, the Aiden Hutchinson pick out of Michigan. But then trading up to go after and get a good wide receiver and Jameson Williams. I don't care how he looked in his press conference. He's locked in for 4 years with a 5th-year option. So I hope he likes being a Lion. But that's a team that's up and coming. If they get a quarterback, now you put them with DeAndre Swift and Jameson Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown and TJ Hawkinson. So that's a pretty good offense. And then you add Aiden Hutchinson, who's going to be the strength of that defense pretty much. Plus you still have Jeff Okudah, who was injured last year as the corner out of Ohio State a couple years back. So who's the biggest losers? And if you say the New England Patriots, I'm going to be ripped, but just know that that's my pick.
I was going to say too, I always say the Patriots. I just didn't understand their whole logic for the draft.
I would say the Patriots and the Packers.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. I think the Packers still filled some needs. Who'd you guys go with in the first?
Wide receivers, which the Packers didn't draft in the first round.
No, they didn't take a wide receiver in the first round.
No, they took 2 defensive people.
Yeah, wasn't it a linebacker and someone else?
Yeah, both from Georgia.
Yeah. Nakobe Dean kept falling. Pats were the biggest losers. They took a 3rd-round talent in the first round. They took a 4th-round talent in the second round. Everyone I talked to is big on that.
You guys got Zappy, though, the quarterback. So
Dude, I looked at some of his highlights. I was like, yo, he's nice. But then I'm like, what the fuck did we do with it? That's a wasted pick because we got Mac. But I guess this. Hoyer's not a good backup, in my opinion, so maybe this kid can play. But
you sit him back to McDaniels.
And I don't know what I'm going to do with all those jerseys now because I Stidham in every jersey. So
yeah, my girl has a Stidham jersey too.
Yeah, does she? Yeah,
I told her about it. She still almost started crying.
Yeah, I just feel bad because the dude never got a shot. Listen, once we drafted Mac, we knew he wasn't getting a shot, but he should have got a shot a hell of a lot sooner. That game against the Chiefs.
Yeah, it was definitely worth for the Patriots drafting a guy named Strange.
Yeah, no.
It was a strange bet.
It's legit. Look at that lineup, dude. Game 7, 5 Game 7s, including ours. That's wild. So who was your guys' biggest losers of the draft? So you said Packers, or you said Chiefs and Patriots, and you said Patriots?
Patriots and
Yeah.
Packers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you said. Patriots, Packers.
Yeah, not Chiefs.
I know. I corrected myself.
Chiefs had a pretty good draft.
The only good pick that the Pats had was that Marcus Jones out of Houston, that corner in third. Other than that, like, trash.
You ain't like him because he's a rapper and he has his own music label.
Does he really? Jesus, maybe now I don't like him because I'm a country fan. No, I'm just kidding. All right. In other NFL news, Pro Bowl wide receiver Jarvis Landry joining Michael Thomas and Chris Olave as he signs with the Saints. So that's a pretty good, in my opinion, wide receiving core. What do you guys think of that team?
They just need a quarterback to throw it to him.
Well, they did bring back Jameis.
Like I said, he needs somebody to throw him. He's like a.
He can sling it. He just slings it to the wrong team 50% of the time.
That's what I was saying. Didn't he? What was his last stats? Like 30 in Tampa, like 30 interceptions, 30 touchdowns.
Yeah, that was his last year in Tampa.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's all about consistency, though. He was having a good year last year before he got hurt, so maybe they were able to fix a lot of those interceptions. But what do you think, Big Mike, Jarvis Landry going to the Saints?
He hooks up with Matthew because they went to LSU
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
So I like it.
It'd be even sweeter if Odell Beckham ended up joining them too. Like, it'd be like a fucking LSU reunion.
I like the memes though, like when it showed Landry signing with the Saints and it shows everybody sharing all these Packers memes. Like, what the hell are you thinking?
Yeah, seriously. Well, that's just Green Bay for you, not like being aggressive enough to pull the trigger. So I don't know what the Packers are going to do at wide receiver. Who do you guys?
Then you have this guy over here going, they don't have the money. I'm like, I'm sure he didn't sign that much because the Browns released him. So he just signed for a minimum.
Speaking of releases, what do you guys think of James Bradbury getting released by the Giants?
I'd say we could pick up for the Patriots, but the Patriots won't pay him.
No, they ain't paying him. They're going to give him fucking peanuts.
We'll give you a 7th.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. In 2025, when we'll be decent. But Don, who's your guys' wide receivers on that team other than Lazard?
No pressure, but it's going to be Christian Watson.
Oh, yeah, that's the wide receiver
No
they took.
pressure, though. He's just going to have to fill the shoes for Devontae Adams, but no pressure.
You guys still got Tunyon, right?
Yep, Bobby Tun.
Yeah.
Yep, the Tuncron.
You got Jones and Dillon. So
Aaron Jones about to convert to wide receiver. They're probably calling him right now, being like, listen, need you to drop some weight, pick up some speed.
You go in the slot.
Right, yeah. You're going to play the slot a lot, man.
AJ Dillon's going to be the bell cow.
That's
He
right.
could be another Debo Samuel. He could be another Debo. Play wide receiver and running back.
Yeah, but Debo was a wide receiver first.
I know, I was trying to make a joke.
Don't you guys still have St. Brown, too?
Yeah. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown's brother, older brother. Yeah. What a family name, right? Like Aquinas and then Amon-Ra. Like, I love those names. I want to meet their mother. Ryan Tannehill says it's not his job to mentor new quarterback Malik Willis. True or false? Is it his responsibility to groom your replacement?
What's he gonna teach him? How to hand the ball out to running back?
Or how to do a finger roll in the end zone?
All he does is hand off to Henry because when Henry was hurt, he was lost.
Yeah. I mean, he's good at play action, but I was surprised by that pick from Tennessee to take him. But I think it just says that they're not going to commit to Ryan Tannehill after this season. So he's probably a future free agent for sure. But at the same level, like, I totally agree with him. It isn't his job. Like, why would he? He's got a guy coming in to compete with him for his playing time. Like, why would he go out there and groom him? So, Raiders pretty much have dealt or released every single person from the 2020 draft. So they just dealt former third rounder Byron Edwards to. Where did he go? Oh, the Atlanta Falcons. So what do you guys think of that? I actually like that move because other than the Falcons having Pitts, and I know they drafted a wide receiver.
He actually wasn't even drafted by the Raiders.
Who?
Edwards.
Who was he drafted by?
He was drafted by the Dolphins, and he got traded to the Raiders after.
Yeah. Well,
I was saying, it's like that.
They knew he wanted to.
Guy's been freaking on 3 teams now.
Well, he's probably applied to like get arrested, so he's like, you know what? I'll go to the Raiders because I have a pretty good shot. No. So I like that move for the Dirty Birds. Give them some depth at wide receiver. God knows they need it. Quarterback Matt Corral says he will play with a chip on his shoulder after he fell in the draft. Playing with a chip on your shoulder isn't going to help you be a better quarterback. Like, someone needs to let him know, like, in my opinion, he went exactly where he was projected to go. He needs to relax thinking that he's going to be like the next great thing. But what do you guys think of that Matt Corral playing with a chip on his shoulder?
At least he has normal size hands.
True. What kind of chip do you think he's playing with? Do you think it's like Doritos or like could be Lay's, regular Lay's? He's in Carolina. Fell to him in the third. So, what about Sam Howell falling? I didn't see that coming because we ended up taking Zapp over Howell. Where'd he go?
Howell?
Yeah. I forgot where he went. But I know...
Like, he went really...
Yeah, he went like 5th rounder or something. He is...
Commanders.
Oh, yeah. Well, that makes sense. That's all you have to say. We'll move on that one. Earl Thomas was looking to make a comeback, and it looks like he's looking to make a comeback to jail as he was arrested over a protective order. So what do you guys think? So that's pretty much all the Legion of Boom there. So Brandon Browner is in jail. He's got like 7 years left on his sentence. Earl Thomas is about to go to jail.
He can keep Jerry Judy company.
Yeah, Richard Sherman. Jerry Judy's wife just asked for his charges to get dropped. Mm-hmm. She's like pleading to get the charges dropped. So, that was breaking news because without him, like all you have is really Cortland Sutton. Jerry Judy's going to have some really good fantasy impact this year with Russ Wilson at the helm. So, but what do you guys think of Earl Thomas going into jail? Do you even know who Earl Thomas is?
He plays for Seattle.
He did. He doesn't play no more.
Right.
He played for the Cowboys. He didn't play for the Cowboys. Ravens.
Yeah.
Played for the Ravens at one point, and
then he punched one of his teammates at practice. So he recently.
Yeah. He's doing good things. And the Bruins are going into the third, being down 3-1, and it's not looking good for the Bruins, which is fucking pathetic. But so, who's the best NFL free agent out there right now? If you had to pick, I'll just give you a quick couple of names. OBJ, Dwayne Brown, James Bradbury, Jadeveon Clowney. If you look at that list, like, who would you guys take?
I think Clowney.
Clowney?
Yeah.
Like the other side of Albany?
Other side of Albany, yeah.
I take Bradbury for the Chiefs because we always use defense.
What are you talking about, man? You just got a good corner in the draft.
Huh?
Didn't you get... Who'd you get? You didn't get Elam, did you? Is that who you got? Or you guys got that kid out of Washington?
Yeah, we always use them. You can't have too many corners.
Amen to that, brother.
We'll be able to score a whole bunch of points, but we need to stop scoring.
That's true. With that division, especially
with our wide receivers, we just got Sky Moore and Justin Ross and all that.
I think Jadeveon Clowney's an intriguing one. I mean, there was a lot of hype. He, for someone that had so much hype coming out, he's just not been able to stay healthy or stay on one team. Like, you would have figured the way they were talking him up, he was going to be like the next Julius Peppers or...
Had Bill call him up, we'll give you $1 million plus incentives.
Exactly. Yeah, listen, we'll give you a $10 million contract, but 9.5 of it is going to be incentive-based. So, and then we're going to release you in week 8, so you can't get it. But...
or trade you.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, I would like to see James Bradbury go to the Patriots. I think he's pretty good. I think it was just a financial issue with the Giants, and then a lot of good free agents still out there. So, have you guys seen?
I have a question for you though.
Yo.
Being a Patriots fan, what do you think? I don't think if we touched on it, then I'm old and I forgot. What do you think of Butler going back to the Patriots?
I think it will make 0 sense, and I think it's a dumb move. So here's I get it, he'll know the system, but he sucked in Tennessee. Like, he was always 2 steps slower than the average person. You can't fix speed, right? Maybe instinctive is still there, but like, I wasn't a fan of it. I thought it was a desperate move. I obviously you're gonna like pay homage to him because of the fact that he literally won us a Super Bowl, but I don't think it's gonna have any kind